Oh, I can't. This team, man. Gentlemates.
When they're up massive, you still know they're going to lose.
It's hard to just not lock into a round at that point.
What the hell's going on in the VOD reviews? Like, what are we doing?
It can't happen again. It can't happen again. Like, it's already happened too many times. It can.
It did happen again.
In 2023, Gentlemates was founded by 3 of the biggest French content creators, Squeezy, Gotaga, and Brox. They formed a team with 5 promising players and joined the Tier 2 Valorant circuit. Throughout the year, they dominated Challengers France, winning both splits of the season. After this performance, they secured a spot in the upcoming Ascension tournament, where the best Tier 2 teams compete for a single spot in Tier 1. Despite not being the favourites, Mates went on a run and ended up facing Apex in the grand finals. This was for all the marbles. The winner gets promoted to VCT, and the loser goes home with nothing.
But the plant's going to come in now. Look at the utility that they've got to play back with. The tank is situated with big impact. If they try and stick around the site, they are screwed, and they've stayed way too close. And now here comes the cleaning crew, but Magnum trying to make the most of it. Logan's going to take him down. It's a quick trade out. And look at the site clear coming in. The tank again! It's steamrolling these guys! Tap on the spike, trying to draw the attention, draws out the Hunter's Fury. Gonna just try and take a little bit of the damage. Bayer's gonna find one. It's done. It's map 1. The upset begins. Turret's back in business, but not gonna find as much value as they'd like. Logan's still gonna catch one, a second, and they're being held a third. Logan reigning in fury, and Takas is there. 10 seconds now, Enzo. There's no good option anymore, no safety to be had. He knows he has to make a poor situation. He has to try and make it work, and it's not there for him. Gentlemates get across the line here. Map 2 is theirs. Speaking of time, it's starting to tick. Bears needs to close this gap and fast, and Magnum's none the wiser. Oh dear, the flash is not bad either, going to catch him enough, and he's going to probably get us halfway. Mystic needs to make his move, he's got to do something about this one. Drawn away, he's going to get the frag, and the defuse is going to be his as well. Gentlemates off to the start, that might break the hearts of Apex. He's navigated past the first. Now, Wingman can make a problem of this. He can start the defuse, so he has to deal with this. Both flashes now in hand. Gives away the game, but he gets half. Dizzy doesn't connect. He finds one. He needs one more. The man's been good for it before, but now this is the time to do it. Can he take him to 12?
Oh my God!
He absolutely can! There's the man of the hour!
He's good for 2, Lauren. Every single time.
And the tank's now going in, shallow on the line here. Tucked in towards CT. Mystic unable to make much of a difference yet, though. Still waiting this out. The flash catches, and the tank goes in. He's got him dead. Down to 3 now. Oh, and the tank's still going. It's all done. Gentlemates have made it. The big league's calling their name against all expectations. Welcome to VCT EMEA.
Gentlemates swooped Apex 3-0 and made it to VCT. During the off-season, the Orc decided to not make any changes to the roster, giving the players a chance to prove themselves in Tier 1. This is pretty rare nowadays, as most Ascension teams make roster changes, and some even change all 5 players. Anyway, let's see how they did in Tier 1.
No time, no health. He is stuck in a corner, trying to fight versus the might of Vitality. He'll at least be able to find one, but so much more to find. Vitality, after a close affair, a grind back on map number 2. They will send Gentlemates packing.
The Mystic just carries on forward. He's going to get 2, and now it's down to Whalers in a 1v2. What can one man do to try and deal? Oh, turn around. 13-2, the final scoreline here.
Whalers the last man, and Na'Vi facing tournament death. And death becomes their blade once more. It's Shao to close it, 13-11. A sensational comeback.
With this final loss, Mates ended the year with 3 wins and 7 losses, coming 9th in EMEA. This wasn't the end of the world, as they would only be at risk of getting relegated next year. If they made top 8 next year, they would get to fight for their spot in Ascension again. If they didn't, they would be sent straight back to Tier 2. Because of this, they switched out their entire roster for 2025. But even with these changes, they ended Stage 1 with only a single win. So they had to overhaul their roster once again to try to stay in the league. They only kept 2 players from their previous lineup. Mini, who's the youngest IGL in VCT, and Kamek, who played flex for Team Liquid when they got second in kickoff. Then they picked up Prox, who was the best smokes player in Challengers Germany. Vekaj joined as the initiator, and he was just crowned the MVP of Challengers France. And for the duelist role, they managed to sign the hottest prospect from Tier 2. His name was Comeback. Let's set the stage. Gentlemates have to get top 8 through Champs points, or by qualifying to Stage 2 playoffs. Champs points can be earned by winning games in the regular season, which mates haven't really done. So the only way they can survive is through making it to playoffs. They need to place 4th or higher in the group, which usually means winning at least 2 out of 5 games. These 5 games will decide if they stay in VCT or drop out of the league. In the first week of Stage 2, Gentlemates went up against Foot, a Turkish team known for their high firepower. Mates started with a strong 13-7 unbind, but Foot managed to punch back with a 13-5 on Sunset. After exchanging map picks, the 2 teams would head to a 3rd map of Lotus.
And it's like, what impact will the From the Shadows or the Neural Theft really have? And up against the Outlaw, probably not too much of a chance. Comeback is just looking to show straight up disrespect. Already left to just CNED, and that's not pretty at all. An in-zone flawless for mates as they now take the lead in this map.
Player hadn't ran back, he's still standing his ground, and they'll take him down easily. Vekaj on his another. They're crumbling. The dominoes falling, and we need to see a stall. It could be Cracks. He's already found his first, but Mini's operator, the one that draw blood times 2. It's Yedajay alone, and they're jumping through that corner. They had a smoke down, but a player standing ahead of it, not cleared now. He's being dealt with. Mini feeling confident, will keep on swinging, and it's body's on the floor as he does. I think they just saw Cracks. Maybe not actually. They're looking in other directions as well, but now they certainly have the info to work with, and Comeback takes him down through the wall. They've even got Vekaj back here as a second lurker on this side of the map, and geez, he's not even needed. 12-6, easily put up on the board. And now Foot face a gargantuan task.
At this point, only one Foot player has a positive KD. Mates have a good economy and 6 chances to close out the game. Surely they've got this game in the bag, right?
It is Comeback also on just 2 HP, both duelists incredibly low.
This is it. CNED, he gets out. He doesn't! The gate crash is way too close, but the ult keeps him alive. This man is dancing with death, trying to take the lead. But for now, it's Foot locked out of the side. They've got a player from every direction. They've got a showstopper fired through, and Comeback found. CNED tripling up with the operator, and he swings wide. He's looking for that kill. He's found the Omen, looking the other way. It's a massive pick for Mini. The first domino falls here and now. And as time ticks away, a totem pole stands against them, but it's only one. It's only Vekaj left. The beating heart of mates in this round. The defuse tap at the time, desperately low, and Yedajay! He's managed to get it.
No way, they're still alive.
That's a good read to take that fight elsewhere. Yedajay, though, has caught them off. The first was looking, the second wasn't, and now he's almost dead for the grave as Yedajay sends them straight there.
How many players still standing? And they're just waiting on the other side. It was never going to happen. Never going to happen. Zeus, comfortable.
It's getting rough. It's 6 chances down to 1 last chance.
Still got Paranoia ready. Smoke to delay them as well.
Paranoia is going to buy so much time. the reveal as well. They've seen Comeback come in. They know that the commitment is here, but Mr. Fallen still needs to stand strong. Now has backup with Cracks by his side. Another needed. Damage done, but he's wrapped on by Vekash. Dimensional Drift gets here. Perhaps too late, but it's left to a 1 versus 1. CNED! Oh, and that's shorty!
Oh my.
No, so close.
Oh my.
Dude.
Oh my god. Oh god, it was so close. I thought he was on him. I thought he was on him. I thought he was going to do it. Okay, dude, 6 chances. 6 of them done.
Instead, teamwork has taken over. They will look to move back in together for good reason. But Vekash stands in their way. The 1v1, another chance, and this time he wins it. Another chance.
Oh my goodness, dude. Holy.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, a flurry of frags go back. Gentlemates looking down and out. A dark spot on their career, and it's Foot looking to bring this night into full effect. Mini stands alone, and the light has gone out for Gentlemates.
Holy, that is a wild game. A wild game and an insanely devastating loss for Gentlemates.
There it is. GG.
What a sad loss. That's the Gentlemates experience.
Actual choke. Crazy, crazy choke, man.
Nice try, boys.
Fuck. Putain, dégoûté.
On est maudits, on est maudits. On est maudits, les gars. Putain, bravo. Ah là là, on est maudits, sa grand-mère, j'en ai marre. Putain.
Even with Mini dropping 34 kills, Mate still couldn't close out the map. Comeback was completely shut down on the attacking Neon, only getting 2 more kills after reaching match point. However, the game still ended up being very close. If they could find a way to fix that choking issue, they were definitely skilled enough to win in the upcoming matches.
This last map was so funny, but it was literally just Gentlemates just messing up, to be honest. But I also think it's actually kind of a good result for them in terms of how they looked. Like if you actually take away like how
the way they combined was cool.
They should have won.
Yeah.
They should have won.
No, they should have won. I do think again, looking at this game, it's like a good takeaway from Gentlemates, but their games are hard and they gotta somehow get into playoffs. Like that's all they gotta do though. All they gotta do is get 4th in their group.
In the second week, Gentlemates faced up against Team Heretics, who were coming off a win in EWC and were the heavy favourites coming into the match. However, no one was ready for what Mates were about to show us.
20 seconds.
Only just now a Heretic starting to breach the choke and get into the site. Vekash playing around the
Shot.
back, and with the Guardian in hand, he lands the first shot. Quick trade out,
Shot.
effect on
Shot.
timing, but Vekash will not stop.
Oi.
He's got himself a quad.
That was calm as anything, bro. That was so nice, dude.
Oh, go on, Vekash. Go the fuck on, Vekash. Let's go.
At the same time, look at the position that Gentlemates are holding on to. It's pretty regressed, and Vekash, well, he needs to be careful. Oh, slimed in the gap to work with. Means that Gentlemates have cleared out most of mid, and Benji's here solo. There he is. He's even able to get one, so advantage towards Gentlemates, and it gets even better. Those primaries won't be able to be used, it will just have to be pistols. Well, Minifoot has his, because he TP'd into the site, but it doesn't work out. An advantage in which you are assured that Gentlemates will be able to finish out. Boo trying to play around his own smoke, and he's only good for 1.
Damn, dude. Gentlemates look pretty nice on this.
In the corner, Prox pushed to the wall. Mini is the late dagger in the back. Benji finds his and spins around to try and find his former teammate. Mini looking for the Joel and winning it. That will be 12.
Mates are up 12-4, and Heretics don't even have a full buy for next round. There's absolutely no way they can lose this game.
Oh, whoa.
Over the top,
Whoa.
set piece. Brilliant, in fact. Even aware of the third player, which he will find.
That one's lovely.
is being pulled through right now, as well as more ultimates, and many who exactly knows what Karl Casey can't capitalise, but still Heretics come out on top. Oh no, it's dropped at the last moment as Woot now walks in towards site, but they can't find Prox, and that's the biggest problem, is he's up on heaven and a chance to drop in. The smoke has allowed him the chance, and that's Boo's smoke. It's worked against his own teammate as Prox walks round. Doesn't know exactly where he is, and well, he'll be able to find him through the box anyway, but does he have enough time?
Yes, he does.
Genomate's choking again? Lose another 5 rounds in a row, go to OT, lose? Surely not. Surely not. It's not possible. It's not possible.
He does go trade it, 2v1 Vekaj, and Boo hasn't closed the gap in time.
Paranoia hasn't hit, and there's a chance for Vekaj in which to work a 1 versus 1 to finally get this over the line. But the audibles have been held by Boo. He goes up high and wins it out. He goes up.
Oh, you gotta win it, buddy!
To perform on the duelist if he were to take up the mantle, but now they'll both share the stage. It's just him on the front lines though to fight back in and making it look like a masterclass. So many players caught, 2 already executed. Creep up from mid and the saturate landing. Woot on for more. He's gonna miss out on the ace, but the work is done.
And also has 1 flash. The Arc Rose that was in the Vice could use is in main, and Many Boo makes that Phantom hit. And well, he'll get the kill and make it 11. We are within 1.
3 players waiting for them as they breach the gates under the arch into the arms of Mini Boo, who's found yet another ridiculous play.
No way, man. There's no way, dude. Okay, 8 chances all gone. And Gentlemates must be so worried, bro. Not again.
This team needs to be studied.
Please, mates.
A 4 versus 2 for Heretics, and it gets no better for the mates. Comeback already dropped down to 27, needing to go huge and only walking away with 1. It's all on the captain now, and they can't withstand the pressure.
Oh, fucking hell, man. Wow. They lost 10 rounds in a row. 10 rounds in a row to lose 12-14.
That's so insane, dude. 12-4. I mean, Gentlemates are just mentally gone. You gotta be mentally gone here.
Gentlemates were mentally boomed. They completely blew their chance at upsetting the best team in the EMEA. Heretics map pick was coming up next, and they would probably lose that too. This game was as good as over.
Heretics looking to break through on towards the site as there's players trying to spam in, and Gentlemates are the team that get the next 2. And well, they're doing well at this moment in time as Heretics are just getting completely cut down. And a great way to start your second map and bounce back from the first.
Barely any time for this play to happen. 10 seconds or less. That's factoring in the spike plant. Kamik still from hell, looking to snap onto a couple of targets, only finding 1, but Vekaj has done all he can. It's Rians in another 1v2. Oh, and he's not gonna make it land this time.
Oh my god. Holy no, I thought he was gonna win that. I thought he was gonna win that.
Actually considering pathing the other way around, but just reconfirms he is as clueless as he is in this position. Still yet to route out Boo.
I mean, there's a 1 way that he can use,
but he's not going to need it. It's just the timing taken, and Vekaj through the corner of the wall will claim Boo with seconds to spare. Brilliant play from Kamik as well, just cordoning off main. Still the suppression coming through. Benji in the corner, can't do it. That's 10.
That is double digits.
Surely they can't choke a 10-2 lead. It's too much, it's too much.
Somehow, mates pull off another dominant defense half. Let's see if they can close it out this time.
Made the Sheriff what we know he can, and well, he's actually escaped in towards Porthouse. Well, they can hold on and get at least what he has. That paranoia is brilliant! And now we look at the advantage. Looking for the first engagement. all on his own, but he's already been brought down to 5 HP, and Heretics are up to 5 rounds, and they've not considered this. LEMMiNO playing within the smoke re-ends through the cage, and well, they've activated at the right time. An end zone flawless, nearly, but what it is going to be is a round win. Heretics are running out of time. It's starting to decay away.
Nice!
And that's the round, not even the position that they're in.
No, come back. You left hell.
No, what are you doing, Mini? Oh no! Oh no!
He's making it doable.
It's not possible.
In the chamber and a player to support him.
It's not possible. It's simply not possible, man. It's not. It's not.
And sure, those attack sides still look no better. The job isn't done just yet. One final opportunity with some money here. They're walking into Wu. They're walking into a world of pain. He's found 3 already, and the op is still hot to trot. Finally, Vekash responds, and it does go to a 2v3. Let's even if he gets past LEMMiNO. Yep. And that's the positioning I was talking about. He pops out at just the right time. 12 taken for Heretics. Gatecrash did get destroyed, so LEMMiNO is just going to be running straight out onto the site here, but not without Mini. Finding 2 kills and the lockdown online. Time pressure increasing, but Heretics excelling from these positions. Not to be. It will be another overtime.
Damn, dude. Okay, they're here. They got into overtime.
Let's go!
All 3 of us were cheering them on.
I fucking love this team!
Heretics now slowly work their way towards the site where there's a double stack waiting, and it's deadly. It just continues to be, as we look at another potential flawless round, and it's denied by LEMMiNO, but Mates will get what they were looking for. The penny has dropped. Heretics know it's a B execution, but it's Benji and Rians. Yes, and unfortunately it was Benji that got caught by the knife, so the traps went down. And well, so does this backside hold. It's Benji's caught as well. And Gentlemates in prime spot to finally finish out a map. Team Heretics look to try and clear everything out, paying attention to all the small details. As Vekash rounds the corner, he catches both players, and Gentlemates will finally get their map.
Non les gars, allez. Oui, s'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît. Oui, s'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît.
Yes! Yes! Oh, it's over! Easy!
Come on, Vekash. You've got them both.
Easy!
Fucking go!
Holy, we're going bind. They're still in it. They're still in it.
One heart attack later, they finally managed to stem the bleeding. They barely avoided choking 3 maps in a row. Still, with this map win, Gentlemates should regain some confidence, and never mind. They got stomped on map 3 anyway.
Oh, I can't. This team, man. Gentlemates. It is insane. I mean, I honestly don't know what to think of this team, because it feels like the whole year pretty much they've been in games, winnable games, and they find ways to lose them. On one hand, it's so frustrating, and on the other hand, they almost beat Team Heretics that no one would have predicted them to do. And it's like they've got a ton of good rounds. So it's like, you don't know where to stand with this team.
At this point, if they had closed out those maps, they would be the best team in their group with a 2-0 score. Instead, they were now 0-2 and about to miss out on playoffs. They had to win the next few games to get back in Ascension and defend their Tier 1 spot. The next opponent was BBL, who were also in a rough spot. BBL had lost 2 close games and were desperate for a win to save their season. For both teams, this was the most important match of the year. The series didn't start well for Mates though. They got blown out 13-3 on Sunset. But that was BBL's map pick, so they still had a chance to bring it back on Lotus.
Commit to the site where Profek is waiting up high, but he's now being spotted. The element of surprise fades, damage done to Prox. That guy's even lower than before, but they are holding on, and they'll get the pistol across the line. Still a 2 versus 4, but with that pit, this could turn the tide completely in their favor. Mini goes as he hears the mag run dry, but Yumpy, hot on his heels, will pick up the kill to put it all on to comeback. Swinging wide, and he's put it down to a
way!
They won!
Oh my god, he does have him. That's crazy.
Oh my days, bro. That's a nuts kill.
But an opening pick already going to mates. Magnum spotted, stun, dealt with before the stun even goes up. It's a 5v3. Still a player close. Forced forward, and Comeback's the one to claim Yumpy. Waiting around mid is Mini.
And while Profik, he's been in this situation quite often. The last man left alive, and while finally we see a missed shot for Comeback, but it's an in-zone flawless.
Smoke comes in just in time, that'll block them out. Stun goes through, immediate dive in, ult active. Comeback almost claims two. The TP at least keeps Sociable alive, but on a sliver of health, and it's Magnum to turn the tide back in their favor. He'll catch Comeback. Sociable's left alone, but the spike's being defused. A shot through the smoke doesn't land. It's damn close, and he'll get it at the end.
Ouais, le rebondeur!
How? How?
All right, they're 12-5 up. Vow of silence.
Here we go.
Okay, 12-5. We actually have to really pay attention.
So, can you guess what happens next? Gentlemates have 4 ults available, and Comeback is having a life game with 27 kills. It just cannot happen again, right?
7 rounds in a row needed. They have plenty of time. Rolling Thunder goes through. Great paranoia. Prox! He's grabbed himself a double. This should be the end of it all. Because now it's left to Yumpy, Stinger in hand, but he's isolated too. He's a little further forward than you might expect. Vekash pops the drone, and Yumpy can't quite get an angle on him. The spam here, but it won't land the pick. Yumpy with a Red Bull clutch.
No way. Oh, no way. They put ults into it. Not again.
Leaves Mini somewhat isolated. Comeback making his way back in, but Mini's holding his ground up until he's traded. BBL looking like a tight-knit roster over the last few rounds, and while Vekash is just a little bit far behind everybody else, will be spotted, stunned, and every member peaks. He still does reasonably well.
They know that their position in the franchise could be out of their control. They would need to win both of their games. I think it's GX and Vitality. Comebacks dealt with immediately. We talked about the head-to-head of him and Levin. A very valuable pick in a buy round. There it is, though. The trade back, but Levin is quick to keep numbers in their favor. The timing, perfect for Sociable. It's a little slow to start, but he gets there in the end, as does Levin. It's both of them to close this out for BBL. That's a buy round from mates, and only 1 pick on the Hunter's Fury.
This is a squad that could be sitting, 2-0 and potentially then going into this one with a chance to go 3-0. Instead, if they choke this, they are going 0-3 and Levin. I said maybe he just needed an awakening. He's definitely found it. This isn't a light buy. This is a full investment once again. And he is just single-handedly tearing them a new one.
And that lead that looked so commanding. It looked undoubtful that we would go to map number 3, but now it's in question.
It's incredible clip, though. You gotta give it to him, dude. That's nut shots. That is nut shots, every single one of them. It's 7 chances, down to 1 last chance.
When it came to this comeback, not many would have believed.
I didn't.
But they kept themselves in it. And now, it looks like we're going to overtime. Kamek and Prox, players who were so close to seeing a third map, now find themselves alone against the rising tide of BBL, and mates are washed away. Round 24, we'll have another to follow.
Holy, okay, we're here again. We are here again, 7. We've never seen a team like this, chat.
With franchise on the line, this is more pressure than these players have ever felt, and pressure put on B. Leaves Vekash on the floor. The TP is a bait as Sociable holds. Levin lands another.
It's so much time already gone, and it just doesn't matter at this stage. Comeback has to scurry away, and the comeback is done.
There's no way. There's just no way. There's actually no way.
How do they do it every time? Every time. It's so consistent. You could say you're watched by it.
That is the most incredible thing I think I've ever watched.
Ow, dude. 3 weeks in a row. I can't get over it.
Sociable holds. Levin lands Plays needed.
Au revoir les gens.
And they make it work.
Mates lost 9 rounds in a row to lose the series. Just like the foot game, Comeback only got 2 kills after getting to 12. At this point, what can you even say?
When they're up massive, you still know they're going to lose. But it's astonishing how much they're doing it.
Dude, it's unheard of.
It's astonishing.
It's literally
this
that's
is
their
unheard of,
legacy.
yeah.
It's called a gentlemates now. Like when you
Yeah.
get 12 and you lose a thing, it's called a gentlemates. Like everyone would go, 12-5, like FNS, funny. But like this is, bro, it's now a 12-4, a 12-5, a 12-6. It's actually a gentlemates.
We knew as soon as they got to 12-5, now they've lost this game.
Dude, everyone felt it though. Everyone felt it as well.
Coming into week 4, Gentlemates still had a slim chance of making it to playoffs. They had to win their next 2 games and rely on some specific match results, but they were not completely out yet. This match against Giant X was their last chance of staying in the league. Looking at the map picks, they had to win the first 2 maps, as they had been banning Haven for their previous games. On Corrode, they pulled off a clean defense and won 13-8. The next map was Ascent, which was their best chance to close out the series.
And already, Giant X off to a good start. Flickless going to find Kamek and open up that avenue towards the A side, but quick on their heels. Gentlemates are behind them like that. Comeback stopping them pushing up towards Heaven. They are corralled in. What is this tempo coming out from Gentlemates? Where has this team been?
Flickless, the last one. Willful. Bit of smoke, making things awkward, but the door will be closed.
There they are.
Actually, the ping will come through, the spam possible, but actually it's Kamek to find 2 on the back of that.
They just swing together, all kind of eyes and mind go towards the player swinging from stairs, but Gentlemates again! The synergy starting to show. It's got to be the checkmate, right, if it even gets close. But the HP so low, it's really on Mini to do much of anything with this. He's done well on 1, but the time is ticking. They don't know about Westside now. They might do. Mini, hold on. And time. Oh, Mini! Outrageous work from him. No right to find that.
As soon as the first player falls on site. And come back, what? He's just started moving at the same time.
That feels ridiculous. And a 1-for-1 trade. Okay, here we go. Now player spotted. Westside needs to get a move on here. What can he do with this? Tries to find some security. Isolates 1. A valiant attempt, but Mini again.
Let's go! Mini, c'est la prophétie.
Isolates 1.
Dude, they got 9, bro. They got 9. Our mates back. I mean, they're looking nice.
If they win this, close this out, and then they beat Vitality, they should make playoffs.
Another strong defense half. Can they overcome the 9-3 curse on Ascent?
Show me what you got.
Here we go. Oh, they're already switching. They're already panicking. Oh, Gravino, he's found coming. Oh, Aura tries to make a go for himself, and we do have Death Cam on board Giant X. Hey, this feels a little like map 1, doesn't it?
Should draw maybe an extra player. Westside gives himself a little cubby to play from, but actually caught by the drone, so he's shut down.
Again, just stay away from Switch. It ain't nice for you, but still a passive dart for Cloud to try and maybe allow himself some fight to get a grip on the approach as Giant X making light work of Gentlemates.
The fact that he's in tree could make it problematic for him.
I really like that, him going back for the challenge almost. Backing himself, the support comes in from Flickless, really nice. Aura, stylish as well. Gets himself 3 this round and doesn't look phased at all.
I mean, they were up 6 rounds. I've seen this happen on Ascent to many teams, to be fair, but this one is looking...
Yeah. Anti-comeback trip there.
Okay, but with the KO ult coming in, this helps. We're going to clear logs. Oh, no, we're just going to go into a blender. Oh, that is devastating for an approach. I don't know what to say about that one.
It's over. They're not gonna win an attacking round here. Holy shit.
Standing ahead.
Oh my god, can they hold on to this? This feels so tense, and Cloud already clears. Kamek, Proxer and Mini finally breaking back in. Breaking the curse, it feels like. 10 apiece now.
No ultimates to rely on.
Come back.
Anyways.
Oh,
okay.
I mean, head first into that one. I don't... Caught on reveal, and now it's all looking a bit messy here. Yeah, just put into the blender. This felt like it lost its steam before it even really got out of the gates. Kamek trying to do some damage. Yeah, okay. That's a 1v2. Got to start building in with that util. You can't expect all of this to be... Oh, he really tried to leave that util as late as possible, but 12 to 12.
Normally Gentlemates need more than one chance to close it out, so not super surprised.
3v2.
Oh, they misread the TP.
Not secure either. Oh, Broxer gets a glimpse. Grabino, what? I don't know what's going on here. Broxer doesn't get the LOS towards heaven. They've already slipped through. Oh, feels ineffective in this. You can't do it. You can't do it. And Harp.
Dommage. On dirait sur Heaven.
Not the worst one from Gentlemates. Only 12-11. Still a 9-3 though if you add it to the list.
It's not like they completely tossed the game in the bin either. I mean, shit just kind of happens.
No, well, they're not the first team to lose a 9-3 on Ascent.
At this point, after losing so many leads, they just couldn't recover. GX stomped them on Haven as expected, and they were officially out of VCT. Even in their final game against Vitality, they lost 2-1 and ended the season with 0 wins and 5 losses. This was the most devastating result, both for the players and for the org. They had choked away their spots in VCT. Looking back at Gentlemates, there's one burning question. How did they always manage to throw their leads away? Something must have gone wrong for the team, and this is what former top coach Sleggy has to say about it.
Like first week, sure, you guys didn't use the ults in the 12. It was 12-6 loss first, right? They didn't use your ults in the 12-6 loss. Yep. Like you used them in the wrong rounds. You didn't use them all together. Sure, you live, you learn, and next week we'll make sure if we get 12, this won't happen. 12-4. Exact same thing happens. Literally just using the ults in the worst rounds. They're using the neon ults like hero ults. Comes to this one as well. Dude, it's 12-5. And then one of the rounds they use in a 4v5 two of their ults. They use Breach and Sova ult in a 4v5. And then Sova ult again later on in a 4v5. It's like, how many... What the hell's going on in the VOD reviews? Like, what are we doing?
When you have 12 rounds and a huge lead, the best strategy is to save your ults until you get a man advantage, then dump them all at once to close out the game. Mates didn't follow this strategy and made 4 crucial mistakes with their ult usage. First off, they used ult in half buys and ecos. In round 21 of the foot game, mates are on a half buy, but Comeback commits the ult and dies instantly to the Cipher trip. In round 20 of the Heretics game, mates are on an eco, and the Neon ult gets shut down again. While ults do increase the chance of winning a round, ecos and half buys drop that chance back down by a lot. Using the ult and full buys would have given them a much better shot at finding value of them. Apart from this, the Neon ult would have found much more impact if it was comboed with other ults, like a Breach or Sova ult. Let's look at the stats for the foot game. This table shows the ults used in each round after mates got to match point. Throughout the comeback, they spread out their ults and never used more than 2 in each round. This is because they were ult cycling, where you use your ults as soon as possible to get more ults throughout the entire game. If we look at each ult individually, this becomes even clearer, as most of the ults were used right after they were charged. This strategy is good during regular play, but it doesn't work in this case. If you're failing to close out the game, you're probably not getting enough charges for another ult anyway. In the foot game, none of them used the second ult, so ult cycling didn't work even with a 6-round buffer. If mates had saved their ults and used them all in one round instead, they would have a much better chance at closing out the map. In the game against Heretics, they actually fixed this problem and dumped their ults in round 19. But this is where another issue shows up. They didn't account for the enemy's ults. In this round, they commit Fade, Vice, and Omen ults to take the site, then put a Viper ult on the spike. But then, Heretics retake using 3 of their own ults and clear out the entire site. This meant that the space gained from mates' ults was instantly traded back to Heretics. This could have been avoided if they looked at Heretics' ults, which are publicly available at the start of the round. They should have played out more rounds to draw out Heretics' ults before they used their own. There is also another issue with the timing of the ults. Mates used 18 ults over the 3 chokes, and only one of them was used when they had a man advantage. The rest of the ults were used in 5v5s or 4v5s. In 4v5s, you only have a 20 to 30% chance at winning the round, and using ults doesn't increase that chance by enough. Using ults when you have equal players is better, but the best option is to wait till you have a clear man advantage, which would give you the best chance to secure that final round. Now of course, it's much easier to talk about their mistakes when you're not actually playing, but these issues cost them at least 2 whole games, which might have changed their fate in the league. On the other hand, there's also the mental side of things. In an interview with the Spike.gg, Mini says that having 5 rookies on the team was tough because they lacked experience. Frequent roster changes were also an issue, leaving Mini with only a single month to practice with the whole squad. Their coach Goket also echoes these points in an interview with Pedro Romero.
It's just like almost every series have felt like a bit of a deja vu. Like we are very dominant for the most part. We really have the game in our hands like constantly, and then at some point we kind of switch off and start playing completely different. It feels like it gets hard to switch back to this dominant mood. I feel like we just started with the handicap that we just need to figure everything out this year. Like, I'm not a coach who likes to change. My previous teams hardly had ever any change, but the truth is that we don't have like the full year to see what's working, then wait for next year. We came into a very competitive off-season where a lot of teams were shuffling, and we just had to figure it out. Where other teams have 2 years or 3-4 years to figure this out and to create a core, we just had to do a full rebuild, and we just had to make it work within, you know, like the months we had. It's just unfortunate we didn't have a bit more time on stage 2. We tried our best to get the boys experience. We went to off-season tournaments. We were trying to, you know, like come. We had like some practices on a stage here in VCT that VCT allow us to do. So really, I think we tried the best preparation possible, and that's part of the reason why we also managed to be so dominant, but it was just not enough. It is really sad because the potential of the team is unreal, but that's kind of like how VCT works, and sadly we didn't have enough time to come around this issue.
After going 0-5 in games, mates were officially out of VCT. But as the off-season began, there was an unexpected turn of events. On September 6th, Riot suddenly posted an update to VCT. It stated the following: Riot Games has terminated KOI's partnership agreement with VCT EMEA. A new team will take KOI's place for the 2026 season. KOI had been one of the weakest teams for multiple years, and they were finally getting kicked from the league. This announcement was huge for Gentlemates. They were the prime candidate for replacing KOI, as they had already been in VCT and brought huge French viewership to the scene. And as expected, 1 month later, Riot announced the return of Gentlemates. Even though they underperformed, they had proven to be a well-run org, which ultimately led to their revival. But on the player side, only Mini is staying for next year. Comeback joined Heretics and Vekaj joined Fnatic, which are great chances for them to prove themselves. On the other hand, Prox and Kamek are not in Tier 1 for the next season. And sadly, the original 5 that won Ascension are all out of Tier 1 now. In any case, Gentlemates signed a new roster and are back in VCT, and I can't wait to see what they pull off. Hopefully, it won't be another choke. I've been DripJolt, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.